Hello, everybody! Anime Reflux! I threatened to sing the song when this came week, but I have relented. I won't do that because the show did it for me. We're doing Bleach! Though I say the show did it for me. Again, it didn't have lyrics. We talked about this
I
before we started.
I have the song on my MP3 player.
Yeah, it's.
I
Man.
don't I don't know why, but it's there.
I. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was so fucking cringy whenever that came on.
Yeah,
When I
I
was watching,
did, but
when I was watching it, when I was like, not yet 20. I can't remember how old I was, but when I first watched it, it was like, that's trying to be. It's like Japan trying to be hip, but it's like 80s hip and not 2005 hip. Like the kind of hip where you actually say the word hip and mean it in that way. And yeah, it felt so awkward, but now it's great and I love it and I don't know what changed.
Everything.
So, yeah, Bleach is the show we're talking about, which technically we shouldn't be talking about because uh I guess I kind of made a mistake. I mean, apparently when we first started doing the list and Patient started putting it together because he's awesome like that, he asked me for a few different like criteria for things that we should do and things that we shouldn't do, like shows like Naruto we're not gonna do because we've talked them to fucking death, and Bleach was technically on that list.
but we forgot.
Not that we forgot, but the spreadsheet fucked up and it didn't have the ones blotted out for the things that we weren't gonna do. So yeah, it looked like Bleach was still available on the list for things we could do. So
So we did it.
yeah,
Yay.
By the time we realized this, we'd already made the last episode, and it
yeah,
was
it
too
was
late.
like a day or more after that we found out. So shouldn't be a problem again because Patience put it on Google Docs, so it should be working fine and have the proper blotting. I'm just gonna double check that to make sure. Yes. So now we can all look at it just in case relevant people aren't here. All right. So Bleach.
Now you
God,
feel like number one.
Shining bright for everyone.
Everyone.
Shut up. I feel good right now after watching this, and you're just making it not.
Living out your fantasy.
This is not the synopsis.
Bleach is a show about Ichigo Kurosaki, who, for a reason that is way too convoluted for him to remember, can see spirits.
Not too convoluted for him. He
I
doesn't
know,
know, right?
I know, I'm
Off the bat.
joking.
He doesn't know. His dad can't. His sisters, to varying degrees, can.
How much of this beginning is a lie?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Just the exposition's wrong because multiple characters are lying and bullshitting, but yeah.
Can't go into that. Don't go into that.
Yeah. So the way this is set up, though, is to imply that his mum could see ghosts, and that's why he can, and that it's an inherited trait that way. Which, we don't know how it might have gone, but that might have been a thing that they did instead, if, circumstances had been different. But, so he can see ghosts, and he gets into conflicts with shitheads that disrespect offerings to ghosts and like tries to be nice to ghosts because he can see them, and they kind of have a shit deal going on, what with being dead and not being able to do anything. So also his dad kicks him in the face a lot. That is also a thing.
There's lots of kicking in this show.
Strange for a show
Oh,
about
there's-
swords, but yes. So, he deals with this one ghost most of the episode. She's a little girl, and she died on like a street corner and got run over, presumably. And one day, there's like a news report, some weird shit's going down, there's an explosion. He's like, oh, that's near here. He goes around and finds the little girl, Ghost, being chased down by a monster that is destroying buildings and no one else can see the destruction. And then a chick in dark robes and with dark hair and pretty purple eyes shows up and is like, and kills it.
Oh god, I forgot you had a thing for Rukia.
Best girl. Tied best girl with Tatsuki, who is Punch Waifu, and she's awesome.
Punch Waifu is always good waifu.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's like, okay, that was fucking weird. And goes home. Day goes on, and at night, the dark robe lady shows up and is just completely ignoring him as he asks why the fuck she broke into his room. Which says poor things about her attentiveness, but I guess she's been invisible to humans long enough. She thinks he's talking to someone else or possibly himself.
Someone else who broke into his room at the exact same time.
Oh, great. I broke into a crazy's room who thinks he's seeing things that he's not.
She's just not even paying attention to the sounds that he's making. It's like, you're talking, but I'm not hearing words here.
That would be a good meta commentary if she just broke into his room. He starts ranting at her, and she's like, "Oh God, great! I broke into a crazy's room who thinks he's seeing things." Just because you could write off most of what Karen and he say throughout this episode as he's just a fucking crazy person, because he probably looks that way to everyone else.
Abridged, get on this.
Yeah. So he kicks her in the back because she's ignoring him. Which, fair, I guess.
She broke into his room.
Also that, but yeah. And she explains all the details about this slightly altered modern day setting, which is very appreciated. It's very concise and also does some character development. Like, Rukia is very uptight and noble and stuff, and also kind of impatient and likes drawing, even though she's really shit at drawing. And explains, okay, there's regular ghosts that are ghosts, and then there's hollows that are like evil ghosts. And we don't know why they hunt the good ghosts, apparently.
Nope, no reason why.
Yep,
We
that was
have
an
no
interesting
idea.
thing to hear. Anyway, so yeah, she's like, I've been hunting this ghost down for ages, and I don't know where he is. It's very strange.
And she goes like, you don't fucking hear him?
Yeah. It's like the howling. What howling? That howling, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was busy talking to a moron and I just completely blanked on that. Yeah.
Stop coming up with the bridge lines.
There must have been a really strong force blocking it, but where is that force coming from?
Oh, right, and she uses a Bakudo on him to bind his hinds. Bind his... Yeah. Binds his hands behind his back is what I was trying to say.
They never use those enough.
Yeah.
They're so interesting in that they do things aside from just hitting things really hard. And there's a lot you can do with that.
Like, they never used them enough, and when they did, they didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rukia just kept using the fireball one over and over and over and over and over again.
Aizen used one really awesome one once, and then Ichigo just immediately destroyed it.
Yeah, was that the light one?
There's a large tower to seal him away, and it didn't do anything.
Yeah. So, she hears the howling finally, and then Yuzu stumbles into the hallway because there's a crash, and it busted into the twins' room, took hold of Karen, and yeah.
That sucks.
So Rukia goes to fight it, and Ichigo follows her and gets pissed off enough because she doesn't remove the spell on him that he just breaks it himself, which is apparently a big deal for human, I guess.
Yeah, he's supposedly just a human. He has no spiritual power or training or anything, so him breaking it, yeah, big deal.
I can break these cuffs.
And my thumbs.
Yep.
So, yeah, Ichigo sees the giant hollow with Karen in its hand and just tries to pro wrestling rush it with a steel chair, which, okay, it doesn't work, but points for trying. How was his technique, Kenshi? Was it good? Was it bad?
Well, seeing as how no one ever hits anyone running at them with a steel chair, so, as far as pro wrestling goes, A+ for...
Yeah, it's the other guy that fucked up. He just ruined that whole routine, didn't he? Yeah. So he just gets battered aside and knocked out onto the street, and Rukia explains, hey, you can't do shit, so stop trying. It's probably after you, though, also, because you have a tasty soul or something. He's like, oh god, this is all because of me. I need to rush out and just fucking stand there and ask this giant monster to 1v1 me, bro. Okay, let's be real. Despite academically supposedly being intelligent, Ichigo was never actually that bright in the show. So this is pretty in character. Just being kind of a dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this girl got kidnapped by this guy that beat my ass in 5 seconds. Let's go to where he lives, where there are thousands of other people just like him, and get her back.
And then let's do it again. Like, literally the exact same thing again. But, well, that's also not the synopsis. Bad Kenshi.
Sorry, but it was funny.
Yeah. So the Hollow is like, okay, 1v1, alright. And Rukia jumps in its mouth to stop it from eating him, because that was obviously what was going to happen. Duh. And then she calls him an idiot, because he is an idiot, and says, okay, Bright Spark, fine, if you want to fight it that badly, stab yourself. Which, while also being the way he gets his powers, is also pretty fucking metaphorical for how he's basically behaved throughout this whole episode. So
Rukia promotes self-harm.
Yeah. So, yeah, he stabs himself, and music sting, and he's badass now and has robes and a big fuck-off sword that is supposedly good now, but we later realize is actually kind of shitty. And Rukia is lamenting how she only meant to give him half of her power and not fucking all of it. So he just fucking kills the thing in one swing, and that's it. It's pretty much the episode.
Good old Bleach.
This was a good show.
So many good feelings watching this show. I was like, it's probably not going to be it. I was wrong. I was very wrong.
It's weird. Right? Because we just did the synopsis. There's nothing groundbreaking there. It's all pretty straightforward. But it's all in the telling. Like, a lot of storytelling. It's all in how you tell it more than what you're telling a lot of the time. So there is a lot of... It's very concise. Like, there's a lot of details in here that you can pick up on, and it doesn't really waste time on, okay, here is your visual novel style exposition dump that takes like 30 fucking minutes of how this entire setting runs. It's just, okay, there's regular souls, and then there's shitty souls that have turned evil for some reason. We hunt the shitty ones and help the good ones. Cool? Cool. Also, this is how my character is. And also, this is how your character is. And it's all told in the space of, like...
20 minutes.
I was just talking about that one scene where Ruki is expositing the hollow thing, and that's about 40 seconds long. And in it, you get that Ichigo is completely new to all this, incredibly blunt, rude, doesn't really give a fuck, and Rukia is noble, uptight, but also willing to help give information that he really probably should have. And also has a hidden playful side where she likes to draw stupid rabbits and shit, and she's bad at it. As well as giving you all the information about the setting that you probably need for the next 20 episodes.
Yeah, this one, I think, because in some, like a lot of the shows we've seen, they go way too long explaining stuff that no one cares about. And it just drags everything to a halt. Like, whatever interest I might have had in that first episode of other stuff, you killed it by spending 5 minutes on this thing.
Yeah. Like, this is your quintessential first episode of a shonen series. This is a gold standard for what you really should be aiming for. It gives you an idea of what the show is going to be going forward. It tells you the rules. It tells you the characters. These are the things we need to know. It even gives you a basic standard episode in, there is a monster. It's kind of in the way and causing problems. We need to kill it. Okay, let's kill it. And they kill it. And that's pretty much how this entire arc goes. Compare that with, say, Naruto, that I think the first episode was mostly spent on school-time hijinks that have nothing to do with the rest of the show.
The first episode of the... we're not going to talk about this. It has nothing to do with this.
Yeah. So, this show it has a really good introduction.
It does.
Shame about what happens later, but, that's after...
That's years down the line.
That's more than 60 episodes later, which, as far as good shows go, that's a pretty good runtime for a good show. And you could probably stop there if you really wanted to. Like, there are multiple good stopping points before things start to get shitty. So, yeah. Good job, Bleach. It's a good show.
Good job, Bleach.
You know how I feel about this show. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
I wish I had more thumbs.
It should be remembered for the good stuff, and not for the bad stuff, I think.
You can see that it seems to have a direction here that I feel like is lost in later episodes. So it is a good start in this show. It brings back so many good memories. So, yeah. Thank you, Bleach.
That theme. Also, that other theme. Also, the ending credits song. Also, yeah. It has a good soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
I have like the first 10 Bleach openings on my damn MP3 player.
Yeah, I varyingly go between listening to the Bleach openings and just the Bleach soundtrack. And there's just playlists of it on YouTube, and it's great. So...
All right.
Anything else to say, or should we roll?
I think it's time. What is said has been said. Also, what's been said about later portions of the series has also been said. Go back and look at those.
See,
Also, if you
Find
want to
it.
see some action, you gotta be the center of attraction.
Also, if you want to hear someone talk about a dude that reeks like semen, you should watch those episodes of the of the Bleach manga recaps.
Life is hard and full of pain.
I still love Superstar.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Get up, Mr. Superstar. You're great. Oh God, Pepe the Love. Oh God.
Yes.
it's all coming back.
Oh no.
At least
Pepe the Love.
those were deep dives into those chapters.
God. Oh, Kenshi, roll it. Fuck's
I'm
sake.
rolling. 5.
E.
Thanks, Vern Troyer.
You're welcome. 22, but there are a lot of strikeouts on this one, so we might have to roll a couple times.
All right. I don't like any of these. All
I
right.
wanna see some action.
8.
Oh, we've got that one. Okay, cool. Oh shit. Okay. El Cazador de la Bruja.
El Cazador. Aren't Cazadors those things that fucking
Brouhaha.
poison you in New Vegas?
Yeah, the moth things. Yeah. The Hunter of the Witch in English. Oh.
Seems like the third installment of something. Is that count?
Oh shit. Okay. Third installment in B Train's Girls with Guns trilogy. I think it's its own thing, but
Okay.
it's just
That's
like one of
fine.
those completely disconnected things that have a very similar theme. Finds herself on the run from so-called hunters of the underground society due to being a suspect of a murder. She meets up with a bounty hunter named Nady, who offers her, or Nadia possibly, who offers her help and guidance to pursue the truth of her past. But now she's also being targeted by the hunters, and so their quest for the truth begins. It is an adventure series with drama and mystery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Casey, did you say that the guy's name is Nadie? Nadie?
It's a
Might be.
chick.
That's Spanish for nobody.
Isn't this great?
Also, I'm pretty sure that's a chick.
Yeah, it is. It's a she. Yeah,
Well, I'm not-
it's
I'm not-
based on the
I'm not-
Girls with Guns thing trilogy, apparently. So
I don't know what that is, but I'm not vetoing this. So, gone 4 months without a veto. That's pretty impressive.
I don't think we've
Wasn't it
used any vetoes so far.
We haven't. 'Cause I'm saving it.
It's stuck in my head. I hate you all.
Yeah, what did I do? You're the one singing it. It's your favorite song in the universe.
So, yeah. Also, patient. I mentioned the screw up of how we ended up doing Bleach. So yeah,
Oh, the
we're
happy
gonna
accident.
do. Yeah, it was an accident, but it happens. So we're gonna do whatever that is. I should link it for chat so everyone can find it later. Apparently, some of the episodes are dubbed and others are subbed, which is a little. Yeah. So we'll deal with that as it comes, but this could be interesting. Who knows?
Mm.
Oh, we didn't
Down
even
for
talk
this.
about the dub thing for Bleach. It's a good dub. It's an early-ish dub.
That's what I listened to. Or
So,
watched.
yeah. Slightly awkward without some of the tricks they use nowadays, but it's still pretty good dub.
I love you, Johnny Young Bosch.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Alright, so, That was Reflux. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.